Welcome back to this segment of the podcast called Discussions We Need to Have with Young People. Now, the school curriculum, cram-packed, exams, deadlines, revision timetables, homework up to your eyeballs, I get it. But there are certain conversations we need to squeeze in between the periodic table and Shakespeare's Macbeth. And today we need to talk about screenshots. Specifically, when someone sends you an image on WhatsApp, maybe a dodgy selfie, a snap from someone else's story, or a group photo, and asks, "What do you think?" Sounds innocent enough, right? But here's the thing, that image could be bait. Now, I'm not saying that every time someone shares a pic, it's dodgy. Of course not. But there are people, and let's be honest, we've all seen it, who send images or screenshots not for clarity or conversation, but for mischief, mess, malice even. And here's where psychology gets interesting. This is called context collapse, when communication gets yanked out of its original context and suddenly it's floating in a group chat where none of the background makes sense. Your comment, your reaction, your lol, why does he look like that? It might have been said jokingly or with nuance or in a specific moment, but that gets stripped away. And what are you left with? A soundbite, a screenshot, a so-called receipt that's now being used against you, possibly out of context, maybe even maliciously. Now let's take it deeper. This taps into something called instrumental aggression, when someone uses others or their words as tools to damage someone's reputation or social standing. It's not just about bullying anymore. It's reputation manipulation. And when this plays out online, it becomes a cocktail of relational aggression, keyboard courage, and diffusion of responsibility. Because no one feels fully responsible. After all, they were just sharing a pic, just asking a question, right? Wrong. So here's what I'd say to the young people, and honestly some adults too, always ask, why am I being shown this? What's the intention behind this conversation? And would I say this out loud to the person's face in a room full of people? Because if the answer's no, then maybe don't type it in a chat either. Boundaries aren't just physical. Digital boundaries, they matter too, so protect your empathy, guard your commentary, and remember, not every "what do you think" deserves a reply. That's all for today's episode. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep those receipts in context.